ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Minnesota Vikings. Jaguars now out of his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Stays on his feet. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Flushed out right. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 39 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. That is caught by Thielen. Touchdown, Vikings. Cousins able to connect with Adam Thielen. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. First and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Here's Lawrence to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James O'Shaughnessy there to make the grab. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Jaguars now from his end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there. Cousins to Thielen. 41 yards. These two teams all tied after one. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down. They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Shakes off the sack. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Josh Allen able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up fourth down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because you know after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this,
the Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Everson Griffin just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And all the way down to the 37. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Finds the open target, Arnold. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now to these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Flush to his right. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence as the first half is winding down. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. So the drive there took 6 plays. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Kirk Cousins now gearing up to lead this offense back out there. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure that his team sees him as confident. Continue to try to up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Cousins to throw it. Setting up the screen for Cook. Cook a first down and more. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. The kick by Joseph is good. And And that will do it for this first. We now proceed to the start of the second half. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Man open, here is Jones. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert. And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this.
After review the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. And finally marked down at the 23.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On play action, Cousins. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. Touchdown! Tyler Conklin from 8 yards out. And the Vikings have once again taken the lead.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Cook, they'll try and run it. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And all the way down to the 35. It's a big play for the Jaguars.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
This complete to Jones. Touchdown, Jaguars. Marvin Jones, 35 yards. And the Jaguars, on just 2 plays, have taken the lead. They'll let Robinson try and run. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. So Cousins and the Vikings down by a field goal, 2:01 remaining. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 30.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Cousins to throw. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Haven't heard much from him all night, but welcome to the party, making his presence felt in a big way.
They've kept him under wraps all night long, but boy, did he find a great time to bust out.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Cousins. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return. And
what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So now all eyes shift to the Jags. Trailing by 4. A little under 40 seconds to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his helmet. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Flushed out right. Dancing away at the 35. And they will get the conversion on 3rd down, but the clock, a more pressing factor. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. He's back to throw. And Shark calls it in. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 38 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last sort of miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had